So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below, so check those out for massive discounts on all your Hidden Summoner needs as well as all your other Yu-Gi-Oh needs. But let's get on with the profile.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames and I'm bringing to you guys a Photon Galaxy deck update. Now I did use this deck at my recent locals this past Sunday. Duel video is up on the channel, which if you want to go take a look at it, because it was a very fun match. It is a shame that it ended in a draw because of curse due time rules. But the deck has been a lot of fun, and I've actually had quite a lot of success with it in terms of how the deck is performing, how the hands have been playing out in combos, everything so forth. I did feel like at that event my deck was suffering from certain issues, purely on the basis that I was not prepared to use this deck that event. I was still playing on DDs as my format deck of choice, but I feel like I've now changed to Galaxies, purely on the basis that it can still pump up double negate boards like DDs can, but it suffers a lot. It suffers less consistency issues that DDs do, just purely on the basis that for some reason Galaxies are just a lot more consistent. Have a lot more search cards that search out majority of the cards in the deck than DDs do, and it needs less combo pieces, or shall I say specific combo pieces to perform most of your combos. There's a lot more variants that I can try out, and I am actually still thinking of trying out the Cyber Galaxy build, just because I had previous success with it in the past, and I would like to revisit that build, which should be coming to the channel at some point in the future. But at the moment, this is the Galaxy Photon build that I was using at the locals, with the minor choices, which I'll get to when I get to. So with all that said and done, let's get into it. Starting off, we gotta have our 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. He is detrimental, super important to the deck, because all the combos revolve around him. Sorry about that. In the sense that you need him in your hand for some of the monsters in the deck, in the extra deck, to use their effects. And just a lot of the cards would just revolve around him in general for the easy rank 8 plays and link plays, and just overall most of the stuff in the deck. Now I have dropped Galaxy Knight 2-2 since that event, because I'm taking and trying out one Galaxy Brave. Galaxy Knight is really good. He's super important, but I feel like the ratios you can fluctuate between 3 and 2s depending on your personal preference. I did play 3 before, and I was playing 3 at the event, and 3 was doing great. 3 was doing fine. You saw him when you needed to, and you can search him out very easily when you need it. But I did feel like a lot of the cards in the deck revolve around my normal summons, mostly between him and Galaxy Wizard. There's a strange clash between him and Galaxy Wizard, where they're just arguing in a way of who wants to take the normal summon for the turn. Do you want to use Wizard or Knight? But so I'm trying out Galaxy Brave, purely on the basis that he's still a level 8 that you can summon easily, but he's also a level 4 that you can summon easily depending on what you need for that turn. So I'm trying him out just to see how it goes. He's still a standard level 8 by card details, so things like trading is still good with him. I am playing obvious 3 Galaxy Soldier, again as always in the deck that he belongs, such as all the Galaxy cards, monsters in your deck when summoned, and just helps you go into those link plays and those Xyz plays. The 3 Galaxy Wizards, consistency in the deck, such as all your Galaxy cards when tributed, and you can also make him level 8. And for the last of the Galaxy monsters, I'm still attacking in the one Galaxy Cleric. Hasn't come up actually, strangely, in the event. Didn't come up, which is very shame. Because I still thought there's a lot of potential with this card, just being able to put Avarice 5 Galaxy cards and Photon cards into your deck, and then draw 2 on summoned. But also being able to use it as an overlay unit is still very nice as well. So I'm still keeping him in just to try him out, though I can see myself taking him out in the future. Jumping onto the screen, or trying to, is 3 Photon Orbitals. Just an amazing card for the deck, just being able to equip it to a Galaxy or Photon, pumping it by Fire Pond and giving it protection, but then being able to send itself as an equipped to graveyard to search any Photon or Galaxy monster from your deck. Photon Orbital is so important, need to be played at 3, so unfortunate for you budget players, this is not a very cheap card along with Galaxy Soldier, but those are luckily the only expensive cards I feel like in the deck, until you start getting into things like hand traps and that. 3 Photon Thrashers, just a really good playmaker, play starter, just 3 special summon as a Photon name, and high attack power as well for your link plays. Really good. Yeah, you could probably drop him down to 2 if you wanted to fit in more cards, but just because he is so searchable, but I feel like 3 is a really good strong number. And then rounding up with the Photon and Galaxy monsters is the Photon Advanced Vanisher. Search Galaxy Eyes when summoned, and as long as you control Photon or Galaxy, you can special summon him for free. Only downside to him is that that's the only way he can be special summoned. He can't be special summoned by other ways, I think. He can, must first be special summoned, but you can only special summon him once a turn, which is a shame. That's the shame about him, but that's still, other than that, that's the only shame thing about him. But yeah, all these level 4s are really good for your Exceeds players as well. To round up the monsters is the Ash Blossoms and Joyous Springs. This is one of the 2 cards in the deck that I was suffering at the event because I didn't have it mained already. I kept having to side them in every duel. Game 2 in that, so it was taking cards out of my deck that I could have been using for consistency in that, just to try and fit in some Ash Blossoms. But that's the end of the monsters. Moving on to spells. The best spell in the deck is still Photon Sanctuary. Just does so much for you. Gives you 2 tokens of 2000 attack, and all it does is just lock you into lights that turn. So you instantly, 1 card link monster is just too good in the deck, but also 1 card that helps you start off with your plays of giving you a Photon monster as well. 2 Galaxy Expeditions. I'm thinking of maybe trying 3 again, but at the moment still 2 is just a perfect number. You don't brick with it. And it's just such a good card. Like, literally any deck would love a card like this. Just being able to give you 3 monsters onto the field just by controlling something. Like, it's just such an amazing card. 3 copies of Trade-In. We have 6 level 8s in the deck, so why not? 1 Rota for your warriors. 2 Galaxy Trans. I'm thinking of dropping this down to 2 and putting Soul Charge back in. But I just like how Galaxy Transfers does not stop my battle phase, and Galaxies need their battle phase to do the damage because they are a beat stick deck by heart, and it just likes to pump damage onto the field. And if you can't do your battle phase, then well, you're in danger. No pun intended. But Galaxy Transfers is a really strong card. Just 2,000 life points, you can summon a Photon from your grave and a Galaxy from your deck at the same level. You're only locked into. The only thing though is that you're locked into Galaxy and Photons throughout the whole turn, so you can't utilize your Cyber Dragons from your extra deck as well as your non-Galaxy links. So the only downside to it, but other than that, it's just such a powerful card. 1 Monster Reborn, because Monster Reborn, 1 Galaxy Zero, searchable Monster Reborn. And to round up the main deck is 3 Called by the Grave, back to 3 at the ban list, and just again the other card from the deck that I wasn't having in the main deck because again I wasn't prepared for the event fully. It was like a sudden chart last minute to swap decks for the event, but I'm still happy that I played Galaxies again. It was just so much fun. But again, as I said, I'm thinking of trying out the Cyber build again just to see how it goes. And especially with all the new Cyber support as well. It'll be really fun to revisit that build with all the Galaxy and Cyber support that we've been getting. Just to see how the deck looks now. Moving on to the extra deck, it's really fun to be playing with so many Xyz again. So, full armor Photon Dragon, 1 Cypher Blade. Yes, I know in the duel video I did make the mistake of ranking up Cypher Blade into full armor. It has to be the other way around. So what I did in that, in terms of like what I got from it, is still doable. And it still would have happened. It would just been a less of a beat stick in the end. But it's still doable. But yes, I know the mistake is still there. So 1 Cypher Dragon just to combo with the Cypher Blade. 2 number 90s. The main exceeds that you'll be going into along with Titanic, though funny enough, even in its own deck I'm not going to Titanic as much as number 90, just because number 90, the monster effects is just so prominent and you just need to get rid of them, and the consistency that number 90 brings to the deck is just amazing. Tachyon Dragon, it was fun to go into this Tachyon during the event. Against Donald's Madolche's mandatory shuffle back, so Tachyon gets an additional attack and an extra 1,000. It was just so much fun to do. Those are the last of the rank 8. So you have your Cyber Dragon package of Nova and Infinity, and the 2 rank 4s that I'm using are the Photon Blast Dragon and the Star Legion or Galaxion. I'm still trying Galaxion. In theory, he's a good card, being able to get you that Galaxy Eyes that you need for your combos. So I'm still trying him out, but he may be taken out for a which I'll put on screen, either Exciton Knight. I'm thinking of playing him instead, or as my friend was recommending, number 101. Apparently this is getting very popular because it helps against the Thunder Dragon matchup, because you can just suck up the Thunder Dragon as an overlay unit instead of destroying it so they can't protect themselves, or Sky Strikers so then they don't get their monster back. So those are 2 cards that I'm thinking of putting in instead of Galaxion, but I'm still trying them out. And then to finish off with the Link monsters is Borlo Dragon, because it's Borlo, though you could play Sword. It also is another thing I'm thinking of playing. The Hypiosion is still a nice card to play in the deck, just because it's an easy to go Link monster, because it just takes 2 light monsters, and being able to buff up your Photon Blast Dragon for being able to protect himself is still very strong. But the one that you go into all the time is the Galaxy Eye Soul Flare Dragon, just an amazingly powerful card. Being able to recurve cards back into your hand for combos and everything like that, as well as the monster popping, is something that some decks do struggle to get around, and they have to play around it because the free pop just by ditching Galaxy Eyes is just very powerful. But that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did enjoy playing it again, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on the build. Again, as I said many times in this video, that I am thinking of trying out the Cyber Dragon build. Post your comments below on that idea as well. What do you think to that idea? It is something that I am thinking of trying out. I may put a skeleton build together, do some test hands with it off camera, and as I'm building it, and then I can bring the profile to you, so at least guys have a skeleton as always to that I do to work with for your own builds and your own theories. So with all that said and done, like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and until next time guys, as always, happy dueling.
Also YouTube, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round. So don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always guys, happy dueling.